everybody. Welcome back to i2i, Disney Through Our Eyes. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Jessica.
We're back for our live show. Today is what? March 7th? 9th? 8th? Somewhere in the middle of March.
So we can do it together.
We can figure it out at some point. We appreciate everybody joining in tonight who watches this live or even watches this on the replay. We love connecting with you guys and talking about what we love for Disney, Marvel, Star Wars. Anything else like you want to throw in there? Like
Minnie Mouse?
That requires a big category.
I think Minnie Mouse.
Minnie Mouse requires. What about Mickey?
He's overrated.
What about Donald?
Overrated.
What about Spider-Man? What about Mary Poppins? Nobody. Just those 4 categories right there.
Yeah.
Hey, love family, nice to see you guys. Jessica is here tonight.
I was here last week.
I know, but
this is 2 weeks in a row that I haven't had to work super late.
Had so many shows where you weren't here.
Well, I mean, the ER's been crazy.
Why has it been crazy?
Because of the flu.
So if you got the flu out there,
stay home.
Yes, but also be very appreciative of your ER nurses so that they will take very good care of you, right?
I don't know. Did I take care of you when you had the flu?
No.
No.
Actually, she did a very good job of taking care of me with the flu. But we are here tonight together. Thankfully, we're going to talk about some of the things that happened in the Disney, Marvel, Star Wars realm tonight. We're going to run through a couple of those that we kind of thought would be good topics tonight, but we would like to know from you. Obviously, who's here. We want to know who is all talking and watching with us tonight. But also, we want to hear from you what you want us to talk about, what topics. So the big ones that I came up with this week, if you looked at our Twitter poll, if you're following us on Twitter, would be the Mary Poppins trailer, Christopher Robin trailer. They filed permits for Old River Country, which is pretty interesting. We'll talk about it. Jessica doesn't know a lot about this, but I find it very interesting. And what was the 4th one? I always come up with a 4th one. Trying to remember. Oh, Jon Favreau was signed on to do a live-action Star Wars series. So that's yet another Star Wars series. If you were not fatigued from it already.
You know, this week, every time we do this show, I feel so behind because I'm not on Twitter, so I don't see any of this stuff, and I'm like, oh, well, that happened apparently.
Well, let's be honest. You're on Twitter. You're just not on it.
Like, I don't have the app. I don't have the website.
You have an account because I tag you in a lot of things.
Oh.
Well. Apparently, she didn't know that she had
I didn't know that I had a Twitter account.
Well, we have a Twitter account, i2i Disney's, at i2i Disney, if you're not following that already.
I'm just thinking, like, the things that Jessica is not good at is Twitter. So.
Why are you not good at Twitter, though?
Because the tweeting and just, I don't know.
You don't have, like, quick thoughts that you just want to get out there?
I do, but I can do that, like, in real life. I don't know. Do you tweet or do you just, like, scroll?
No, I try to tweet on my personal one, not as much, but I do on ours a lot.
Well, that's fair, but I just wonder, like, I don't know. I don't ever have quick thoughts. My thoughts are always very long-winded, as you know.
You're not too long-winded. I'm the long-winded one in this family.
Well, thank you. I take that as a compliment. You do talk a lot.
Jessica tells me, like, she has this, like, look that she gives me if I'm up talking to someone. She just, what is it? You say pearl, is what you say.
The look.
Or you give me the look. Pearl goes back to a long story, family story about someone who used to talk a lot. So
he gets it honestly.
I mean, we just got lots of things to say.
So Pearl, let's move on. Okay, Christopher Robin or Mary Poppins?
Okay.
Which did you like better?
Which did I like better? I obviously liked Christopher Robin.
That's not an obviously, because I obviously liked Mary Poppins better.
I think we're going to have a debate. Is that what we're going to do tonight?
Okay, let's debate it.
Let's
debate this old raggedy teddy bear that's been around for 75 years.
Christopher Robin. Let's see. The feed is blurry again. I know why it's doing that. We're going to try to fix that. Hang on one second. I always forget that the feed, if it's on white, we're going to try to see if that'll fix it for it.
Let us know if it's not fixed.
Yeah, let us know if it does fix itself, because I want to know why we can't do it on our Wi-Fi. I have to take it off Wi-Fi for it to
our Wi-Fi sucks.
Apparently so. All right.
So, okay. Christopher Robin, why do you think that's better?
Well, first of all, I want to say this, that we put a poll out there, and you guys, surprisingly, I thought this was the big shock, said that Christopher Robin was the bigger story as opposed to Mary Poppins.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, what am I missing?
Well, I don't know. I think you've got 2 different time periods. I don't know. When does Mary Poppins
Mary Poppins was back. I think the original Mary Poppins was back during suffrage. So, back in what?
Because they were talking about that.
Yeah, the feminist rights and everything.
Brunner Productions, but Christopher Robin was your favorite. You
liked both. But so is Mary Poppins Returns? Is that the same era, or is this?
Well, Mary Poppins Returns is the same. Like it follows the storyline. Like it's a decade or two after, because
it's probably like in the 30s.
Yeah, in the 30s. But I'm just talking about, like, I think it's two different age groups that are, like, connecting with it because, you know.
Oh, they like Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, you like Wreck-It Ralph the best? Which, that's the first time I've heard that. Like, I mean, Wreck-It Ralph was great, but out of all the slew of trailers that we've had, I think the biggest response that personally we've seen on our YouTube channel, because we do the trailer reactions, was Christopher Robin. We're at well over 6,000 views on that reaction trailer.
Just bizarre.
And I thought they've all done well, but Mary Poppins Returns I thought was going to be the big one. Smash and Grab is going to be the Pixar short before the feature presentation of Incredibles 2. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is, but I hope it's shorter than the Frozen short, which wasn't a short.
Oh no, you're gonna get her started on that.
Still was not a short. That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It was. You weren't entertained by it?
For 4 minutes. And then it just kept going and going and going. I don't like shorts. If you're going to be a movie, be a movie. If you're going to be a TV show, be a TV show. Don't be a short. There's nothing good. It's like eating a mini candy bar. There's nothing good out of that.
I told you
it's just sadness. And then you're just like, I just want another mini candy bar. And by that point, you've eaten 3. You might as well have eaten a whole candy bar and not have to waste all your time unwrapping things. So that's how I feel about shorts.
Well, now you know how she feels. I think you just don't like anything before and after a movie.
That's true. That's really true. I just want to see the movie. If the movie is said to start at 6 p.m., let's watch the movie. And if it's 2 hours and 4 minutes, at 8:04, I should be out of the theater. I don't need all this extra. I don't need previews. I don't need, the company telling me about the snacks that are offered. I don't need it to remind me to turn off my cell phone. This is not my first movie. I know how to do that. Let's cut it off. I don't honestly need to see things after the movie because if it was so important, it should have been in the movie, not after.
I'm just sitting back here, in the blowback zone, letting this go on.
I'm just saying, I am not wrong, and I know there are people out there in this world that feel the exact same way because I just hate going to a 2-hour movie and it becomes a 3-hour production that you're sitting in this chair.
It's Disney life for me. Oh man, y'all. By the way, I want to try to learn some of you guys' name. We're not gonna be able to learn everyone's name. I know Love Family Productions is Jessica. And Michael. I think so. Take a break for Jessica. So Disney Life for me. Anybody else? I know Brian came up here, so we're gonna try to remember some of you guys' names. Yeah, see, look, I have a good memory.
No, because it's easy. Jessica is pretty easy.
Well, Jessica was easy, but I knew Michael sent us
That's true. That's true. You
comment.
did a good job.
He wrote Michael in it, so I was like, oh, that's right. It's Michael and Jessica. Michael and Jessica. Got it.
Good job.
If only.
Podcat. See, she wants podcast.
Got our first comment on Facebook Live. Farrah is watching there. Good to see you, Farrah. Podcat is outside because
Kyle won't let her in. He's been mean.
I'm not. It's just we get distracted because then you start.
It's the best kind of distraction.
You get to talking about the cats, and then it's all just downhill from there.
Cats are in Disney. Think the Aristocats.
Toulouse.
Marie and Berlioz.
All right, we got really off topic here as per usual. Let's go back to these trailers, which everybody's.
Broke your desk.
You broke my desk? How did you break my desk?
I don't know. See, this used to be attached, and it's
where'd it go? It goes somewhere.
It goes over here.
Live on the show, we're messing things up. Siamese cats, yes, they are. Well, we have.
No, the Disney show, like in Cinderella, the Siamese cats.
But
remember, we are Siamese, if you please.
Well, the one referred to as Podcat by Farrah is a Balinese cat.
I love that you just completely blew past.
I did, because I've heard you sing that like 1,000 times. Farrah is demanding that Podcat comes on the show. Maybe next time. No, we'll do it another time.
She's crying outside the door.
She is not. She's lying.
I can hear her.
Smash that like button. All right, back to trailers.
Okay, back to trailers. So something happened.
Yes, something happened. So the consensus is I feel like Christopher Robin, of all things, was more well-received than... Not that it was more well-received, but like it was just more popular based off what we're seeing on our channel and then the poll we put out there and the kind of talk about it. I think it's because we all knew Mary Poppins Returns was coming. We're just waiting on the trailer.
You think?
And now, I think nobody knew anything about Christopher Robin. We knew it was coming out. And then all of a sudden, we get to see Pooh.
That's true.
So I just think it was kind of one of those, oh, that's what they're going to do with this, and it's kind of cool.
And it's completely different from what we've seen, I guess.
Well,
because we didn't know that I didn't know that Christopher Robin was going to be an adult.
No, I didn't either.
So that was, hey, Jacob.
Hey, Jacob.
That was probably a shock.
Yeah.
Whereas, like you said, we knew what Mary Poppins was going to be.
Disney is on fire with all these movies coming out soon.
Yeah, it's not very good for our wallets.
Yeah, it's more. Our bank account is taking a hit with all the. We try to go to the matinees, especially for the ones that, that we're all excited about. All of them, I guess.
No,
but,
we're not.
But I think we try to go to the matinee sometimes. She says, "I think Mary Poppins is going to be awesome." I mean,
that's the one I'm most excited about.
So what are you so excited about Mary Poppins?
First of all, Emily Blunt is just the best thing. And, sorry, I got distracted. There's just so many things happening. And
we got a lot of comments popping up there.
So, I just think Emily Blunt, I was a little nervous about her taking over the Mary Poppins role. But then when you see her, and she is just so poised and calm, and you just want to hug her. She is just so cute, and she just looks like Mary Poppins.
There's Clint. Hey, Clint. I agree. I am very surprised by that short little snippet that we got of Emily Blunt as Mary Poppins. I felt like she was going to do good to the role, but I also, you want to see it. Now, that was one segment where she
really didn't say much.
They probably gave the best impression that she gave of original.
Because she looked like Julie Andrews.
I don't think.
And do you think we're going to compare her the whole time? Because that's what I'm scared of, is that we're always going to compare.
We are, of course, going to compare her.
And that's not fair, because Emily Blunt is a new person, and she's a new Mary Poppins. I just want us to give her a fair shot.
I think we're going to give her a fair shot. I
don't think so.
I don't know how. I'm not the biggest Mary Poppins fan in the world, but I think.
I know. You just watched the movie last year.
So as bad as Jessica's been about not seeing Marvel, Star Wars, every other movie.
Boy movies.
Well, no, you haven't. Let's talk about how many Disney movies you haven't seen, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Which ones haven't you seen?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I usually ask her have you seen this one? Have you seen that one? Look, Disney Life Forever. Are you doing that to me because I hadn't just seen Mary Poppins? Look,
I saw I don't know.
Well,
I haven't seen Fantasia. That's what you always.
So I don't think I would have appreciated Mary Poppins as a adolescent, but now as
but as a child you would have. There's a lot of whimsy, and there's things that keep kids' attention.
Well, the thing is, I remember seeing the songs from the Disney sing-along videos where you see the little bouncing ball here, Yeah. I think I wouldn't have liked it based off that, because I always skipped past it. I knew the Spoonful of Sugar song, but
it's probably because it wasn't animated and you weren't excited about it.
Here's why I appreciate Mary Poppins more, because I know the story behind it now. Obviously, Saving Mr. Banks, probably embellishes things a little bit. But when I read about it, I've heard other people talk about the story behind P.L. Travers and Disney's relationship, in terms of not a good one, in terms of trying to get the rights. I think now I appreciate it more, which is why I will definitely look forward to and appreciate Mary Poppins Returns.
So what does P.L. stand for?
I don't know. They cover that in the movie. I forget what it stands for, but we'll have to go watch Saving Mr. Banks. Somebody in the comments section, let us know what PL stands for if you know.
I could probably Google it real quick, but.
Farrah's still talking about cats on Facebook, but she says Marvel superhero movies are boy movies ? Well, those are the ones I love, but there's usually a romance story in them. Amen, Farrah. Amen.
Yeah, but I need that to be the main plot point.
Okay, so look, in Avengers: Age of Ultron, it's Hulk and not Scarlet Witch, but
all I know is that
Black Widow.
All I know is that really crude joke that they make about pickles.
Well, it's a family show here. We're going to cover that one on here.
I'm just saying,
I'm very impressed with Brian, who just posted the entire supercalifragilistic. I can't even do it.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That was very close. I'm proud of you.
What did I mess up?
A lot of it.
Well, do it again for me.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Pamela L. whatever her middle name is. That's what it stands for. I knew it was a very common P name, Pamela, but who knows what L stands for? But
you know what I need you to do? Oh, see, Clint wants Podcat too.
No Podcat tonight.
Please
Just
let
go
me
get the
her.
go get the Podcat. Here we go again. Now Kyle's all by himself again. At least, normally when I do the show by myself, I'm framed up in the middle here to do it all by myself. Now I'm just like got this vacant spot and I'm talking to nobody, which is usually what happens anyway because nobody wants to talk to me. They're going to start doing hashtag Team Jessica soon if you don't come back.
I don't know where your cat is.
But that's not Podcat.
This is Backup Cat.
This is Backup Cat? Yes, exactly.
I couldn't find the Podcat. So I got this one. Say Tuxie. Say hey.
No, you guys are obviously somebody's, but I'm just talking and like there's no one in the room for me to talk
Say
to.
hey.
You guys are definitely somebody.
He does not care.
So this is Tux, and he does not like me.
Because he looks like he's wearing a tuxedo, because he's so formal.
Look, you're terrifying the poor
No,
cat.
I'm not. He's so
Tux has
happy.
also been in our Black Panther review. So he's apparently...
He's my buddy. He's the best.
They can't see him on YouTube. They can see him on Facebook. They can't see him on YouTube. I can tell he doesn't like you pushing away from you. Yeah, I mean...
He doesn't like Kyle.
Come here. He's going to meow. So he actually will tolerate me.
But he
see, look
doesn't
at he's pushing away from me. Right
He doesn't
now.
love Kyle. He likes me.
What are you doing, Ducky? What are you doing?
Come here.
All right, you gonna be able to focus. He's my hashtag. He's my buddy.
That's what I always tell him. You're my
That's
buddy,
the best
buddy.
one tonight. All right, everyone who wanted Podcat, you got it.
It's not the Podcat, but it's a Podcat.
A Podcat. You gonna let him go now? Or
No, he gone. Hey,
You're not gonna be able to focus.
He's purring. I'm good.
What'd you think of Christopher Robin?
So I liked Christopher Robin. It just, I think I was so thrown off that he was
I can't take you
old.
seriously with the cat in your hands. I can't. I can't even do it.
Well, he wants to leave anyway.
You're not gonna let him out? Look, he's like staring at. You're gonna hear like a loud bang in a second. The cat knows how
He
to
knows
open.
how to open doors.
So I think Jessica's gonna let it happen.
So anyway, back to Christopher Robin. I was just really thrown off by the fact that it was like that he was old.
So you thought
I didn't anticipate him being like a middle-aged man. I'm not saying like he's old. I just meant like I thought he was gonna be a child still. I didn't realize he was gonna have children and be in this really dark place in his life. And then
they're all like, "Oh look, Adriana's like here too." She's like, "Kitty!" This is the only thing she comments on.
The best.
Got a good
I
crowd
wish y'all
on
could see him.
Facebook Live too.
He's literally like upside down at the door, like, "Let me out, let me out."
I would move the camera around, but I've got it like situated, so yeah. So apparently, Jessica and Michael were in the same boat as us.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, I think it's going to be great, and I think it's really cool to kind of think about it. I mean, we don't have older children. We don't have any children other than cats, clearly.
Do we have some other children I don't know
But
about?
I'm just saying, like, we're not in a place in our lives where we're, like, having a midlife crisis, but we can be having a, some down times, and you think, man, I wish it would be easier if I was a child, blah, blah. So I think we can all relate
That's what they're counting on. Is like they're like everybody.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we can all relate to that and relate to Christopher Robin, and so.
I was pleasantly surprised that this is the way they were going with it because let me just paint a picture for everybody. This is where my mind goes with these type of things. We all know the quote. I think I'm gonna try to do it right from Winnie the Pooh. He's back. Here's the cat's back.
Sorry.
You're not even gonna show YouTube.
He just really loves me, and he wants to be right here with me.
All right, help me with the quote that
Okay.
Christopher Robin says.
You're braver than you think, smarter than you seem.
No, you're braver than you believe, smarter than you seem, and no, it's hold on. It's stronger is the middle one.
There you go. It's stronger than you think. I don't know.
Braver than you believe.
It's really a good quote though.
But yeah,
if we were to get it
we're
right.
butchering it. But here's what's going to happen. I promise you. The opening scene is going to be just like from the animated Pooh movie. It's going to be Christopher Robin as a child and Pooh sitting in a tree, and Christopher Robin's going to say that, and then Pooh's going to go to sleep like he does in the animated movie.
And die?
No, he's going to go to sleep.
Oh.
And the next thing you know, we're going to like flash forward to when he's an adult, and then it's, Christopher Robin on hard times.
Christopher Robin on hard times.
Well, I mean, based in the movie, it looks like he's having a rough
there you
go
go.
of it.
You're braver than you believe,
believe.
stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think.
I really
Thank
like
you.
that quote.
I do too. I think that's really
Always
good.
promise me that you believe that. The only reason I'm excited for Christopher Robin is Ewan McGregor. Thank you,
I was so
Jacob.
excited.
When I saw that Obi-Wan Kenobi was going to be Christopher Robin, I was sold immediately. I think, let's be honest here, Star Wars is like the big thing right now.
Right.
And so anything
Is
that
it
has a tie to Star Wars, whether it be obscure or not, it's going to make people go, oh. So I think I'm excited for Mary Poppins Returns, but I also think that Christopher Robin is going to be probably the better of the two, just in my opinion. Because you have to live up to so much with Mary Poppins.
Jim Cummings is back, so it's the same voice.
It is, but apparently there was some debate on our trailer reaction in the comments section if the Tigger voice, which Tim Cummings does, is going to have a new voice actor.
Why did that person decide not to be in the movie?
I don't. Well, Jim Cummings is Winnie the Pooh, but he also did Tigger.
Oh.
So apparently they've decided they're going to go with another person for that. At least that was, some people said that. Then other people were debating whether or not it was going. Oh. Hashtag. Oh. So at least they've got the voice we're all familiar with for Winnie the Pooh. That's at least,
I know it's a huge one.
Um,
and especially since after all of these years, his voice still sounds the same.
Yeah.
Because think our voices all change over time, so.
Yeah. Mine has changed a lot over time.
Say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That really hurt.
That's the best thing I've heard all day.
I'll do it again later.
Oh my gosh, good job. Proud of you.
Oh man, that really took my breath away on that one.
I'm so glad you did that without me having to ask you. That was the best.
I want to see a trailer where they are actually in the 100-acre woods.
Yes.
So this being the teaser, maybe we'll actually get to see that.
So but are they going back to the 100-acre woods?
Well, I was literally about to ask that.
Because...
So what is the story going to be? That made my day.
It made mine too. This is great.
There says, Farrah, you've never heard that voice before? You should go back and watch other live shows and you'll get a real treat.
Just a little fun treat into our lives. Kyle will hide in rooms and just all of a sudden make that stitch noise and you're like, oh my gosh, I just lost 12 years off my life.
It's so fun to do that to her.
Look, he's trying to jump up the door.
They said I think they're going to be in both places. So is it I'm trying to get my head around what it's
so I wonder if Christopher Robin's gonna go back to the 100-acre woods, try to find himself again,
But is he just imagining Pooh, Tigger, and them, or are they real? Is it gonna be like Inception?
No, they can't be real.
The 100-acre Inception?
No, they're stuffed animals. They're not real.
But that's what I'm saying. You remember Inception, where everything was a dream, it wasn't real?
I mean, I don't think it'll be a dream. I think it's just a figment of his imagination. Figment.
Is Figment gonna be it?
Yes, Figment will be in it.
If they put Figment from Epcot in there too, that'd be awesome.
I would leave.
That would be the post-credit scene.
I would leave. I would straight up walk out of the theater and be like, I need a refund, please, because this freaking stinks.
I need you to do that voice on i2i podcast. That is something completely not related to Disney, so we're not. Maybe one day for a treat.
Maybe.
One day for a treat or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
So trailers, I think. So you're still Mary Poppins. I'm still Robin is the best one.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be wrong.
I probably am, but for me personally, I just care so much more about a nanny than I do about some teddy bear that's been crammed up in a closet.
But he's a silly willy nilly old bear.
Well, silly willy nilly, nobody cares. Apparently everybody cares, but me. I don't know.
It's going to be
Mary Poppins is going to be really good.
I will say this. What do you think about Peter Capaldi, 12th Doctor Who as Rabbit? Well, I'm not a Doctor Who fan.
We don't watch Doctor Who, so
I think I'll say this much. If they were going to replace original voice actors, I would be okay with them replacing Rabbit, Kangaroo, Eeyore, Owl.
Eeyore? No.
Anybody. Thanks for noticing. Anybody can do that.
You are so good at impressions. You are wasting your time as your job. You should be an impressionist.
So anybody, I think Adriana's on here, she's probably going to tell me tomorrow I need to quit my job too. Apparently.
No, I don't think you should quit your job.
Doctor Who is life.
I know, we've been told that before. There's
88
seasons of Doctor Who. We can never catch up if we wanted to. We're too far gone. We might as well just not quit while
we don't even cover the Marvel Netflix series on this, really, except for that Punisher trailer reaction we did. We're just
scary as heck.
But see, I don't even have time to finish those.
I'll leave the zoo.
I love the zoo, though. See, that's part of it.
What if at the zoo you did impressions of the animals to the zoo people that come to visit?
Do it and do the
when you're doing your keeper talks, hey, this is this bird, it does this, and you're like,
but I can't do calls or anything like that.
No, but you would do a funny voice, hello, my name is a bird.
My name is...
I don't know. I'm not a zookeeper. I don't know what birds say.
All right. After that note, let me see what's been said. Dude, have y'all seen The Punisher on it? I'm finishing it right now. You're about where I am, Farrah. So I'll give you my thoughts on that.
Polly
later.
want a cracker. See?
Oh, he has a movie. He has an idea for a movie based on Figment.
I'm
That's
out.
what. No. You've already left enough. Oh, Justin. Hey, Justin. What's up, buddy? Justin's also a coworker. Do the kangaroo talk for us in Rue's voice?
Yes.
What is Rue's voice? I don't know.
But what does a kangaroo sound like?
I don't know what a kangaroo sounds
You're a
like.
terrible zookeeper if you
Adriana,
don't know.
you know this. Tell me tomorrow what a kangaroo sounds. But I work with birds, not a.
Well, I'm just saying, a zookeeper should know that the sounds of all the animals, like what their human voice would be.
That's all I know.
No, I feel like a kangaroo would be like super hyper and like bouncy and.
No, they're actually kind of lazy. To be honest.
But Rue is not. Yeah, every time I go to the zoo, your kangaroos are like duds.
Wow, that's mean.
I'm just saying, they just look like lumps.
Well, I mean, it's hot sometimes down here in the south, you know. So yeah, I'm not gonna do the kangaroo talk in Rue's voice. You'll have to show up here if you want me to hear impressions.
Well, do it. We're asking for it. Come on.
It's enough. I've done enough.
Give us
Done
an impression.
enough.
Come on.
Back to Disney talk.
Give me an impression of Walt Disney.
Oh no, I can't do that. No, I gotta.
Give me an impression of.
What would happen to Leia Organa? Here we go. I like he's bringing it back in episode 9. Will she live or die?
Wait, what?
I think. Okay, do you remember? So remember, Carrie Fisher's gone, right?
Right. Oh. Yeah. What's gonna happen in the next
I have my
movie?
opinions. Let's hear what you say.
Well, my opinion is they should, truthfully, and I mean this with all respect, that when Carrie Fisher passed in real life, that should have been the end of Leia. Like when, that whole scene happens and she gets pulled out of the ship.
I agree.
Probably should have just...
But what do you think?
Sorry.
What do you think is going to happen in episode 9? That's what Brian was asking.
I don't think she should come back. I think there should just be like oh, sorry, she passed.
Brunner Productions says I can do Mickey Mouse and Stitch impression. You should do a video of your impressions as well. We'll love to view that.
Oh, Farrah says you better do the impression or she's going to watch The Punisher and leave us.
That's fine. I'll see Farrah again some other time.
Well,
Hashtag Leia is dead. Dang, that's a morbid one. I don't like that one. I think that...
At least I'm not the only one calling people dead anymore.
This is a very common theme, but I think... or thought processes for how they're going to handle Leia. I think that you're just going to see it in the crawl, like, the Star Wars crawl at the beginning.
Yeah, and I think that was a poor choice.
But I think it's not she's going to die. I think it's just she's gone off to do other things.
And that's even worse. Truly, because, okay, so say Carrie Fisher was still alive. I would be ticked.
Leia should have died in the 8th and Luke
Yes.
should have stayed. Okay, yeah, I completely agree with you on that, Jacob.
Yep.
No, well, here's what I think. I think they... Tell me now. I think that Leia should live in the background, and as time goes on, and the Carrie Fisher death is not so strong, and not that it devalues what she was to us, but I think what they should do is, at that point, a decade down the road, have her kind of come back, not for a full movie, but as a cameo to kind of inspire someone, or she's like this head figure of the galaxy or something like that.
Wait, you want that to happen now?
No, happen later down the road.
How can she come back as a cameo if she's passed on?
A new actress, because you would think she's even older looking, so she's it's more passable. Her voice will have changed more.
No.
I know, but I think that's a good way to service. Because you asked Carrie Fisher.
In the words of Donald
You're
Trump.
wrong.
Wrong.
Wow. Carrie Fisher I bet she would have loved that.
Wrong. Carrie Fisher would have wanted to be the only one.
All right, we only have a few more minutes left. Unless people want to stay down here and talk. Hashtag crazy talk.
Exactly.
I
He's
do
wrong.
want, because I'm interested about this.
Okay.
We did mention this as part of the poll that we did. There has been permits filed on Disney property for the old River Country water park. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
I never went to it either, but several of our subscribers and viewers that have frequenters to Disney World know that Old River Country was the first water park at Disney World. It was located adjacent to, if I have this right, Fort Wilderness, and I guess technically the Wilderness Lodge now. And it's now abandoned because they've got 2 other great ones, and it was harder to keep that one up. It wasn't as thrilling as exciting. Love Family thinks that they're excited for what they're playing there. But my thought is,
Farrah said hashtag Jess is right.
Well,
that's the best.
I wish I'm gonna kick Farrah off here.
No!
I'm excited too, but I get the feeling that they're not going to.
So what are they planning on doing with it?
It's just permits filed. That's all it is. When they
permits
file
for what? What does that mean?
It doesn't say anything. It's just.
This is terrible information.
All it means is something will be happening with the abandoned property. That's all it means. But it sat abandoned for years, so maybe they'll revamp it and make another water park again.
I hear you, and I agree that that's good, but something's going to happen. Wow, that's newsworthy.
Okay, well then how about this? Final discussion for the night. Okay. Now I wanted to hear from everybody else. What do you want them to do with the old water park site? Whether that's revamp it and make it new, or do something completely different with it. Knowing its vicinity in Disney World, so it's right next to Fort Wilderness.
I'm trying to picture what they would do there, being at Fort Wilderness. Like, how big is this property?
I would say
it's
probably
the size of a resort.
I would say it's probably half the size of Typhoon Lagoon.
Ooh, so it's tiny. Oh, see, they're saying it's really big.
Oh, maybe I had it wrong. I didn't know it was that big. So what do you think?
I have no imagination. So.
You gotta think. Help Jessica out. We need to think of something here that they're going to use for that spot. It's clearly not going to be another theme park, so that's an easy part. I would doubt it's going to be another resort, only if the theme, or if they go with what they're doing at Caribbean Beach and at Coronado Springs, where they build these tall high-rises that are kind of like the convention aspect of it.
Right.
Because think about it. Fort Wilderness has all these new condos and stuff they put up. We've gone to Geyser Point and see all that thing. They don't really have those big major accommodations out in the woods. I think that's what it's going to be, personally. That's not.
I think they're going to have an exclusively high-end restaurant where you have to wear bathing suits to enter. I will not be attending.
I will. I'll wear my Speedo. I'm just kidding. No.
Nobody wants to see that.
Make some of a museum to Walt Disney, because they don't have one. I don't think it works with the theme,
not a bad idea,
but it's a good idea. On that note, I will say this, that I think they should take One Man's Dream, which is now I think Walt Disney Presents is what they've changed the name to. They should move that to Main Street USA. Remember how we talked about this when they originally announced and then canceled the Main Street Theater? I said they should do the same thing on the other side, but make the museum to Walt Disney.
Yep. Agreed.
That's what we're going to say. They agree as well. I think that's a great way to end the show tonight.
I do too. Good job.
Look, I like that idea, Kyle.
I know, you were full of good ideas.
I have good impressions.
You're on a roll tonight.
I'm just a little smart.
Oh, you are smart. Now, Anna, you promised one more time.
No, that's it. I just did it.
You promised that you would do supercalifragilisticexpialidocious again. Here we go. Get ready.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'm going to do this past out.
That was wonderful.
Kyle is on fire for once. Wow.
Ooh.
Disney should... Yes, I would love that. I would love to be an Imagineer, because trust me, you should go back to other live shows. We'll do it another time after it's been a while, where I imagined what they should do for the Fifth Gate.
Kyle has a
very elaborate idea. Anyway, we appreciate everybody watching tonight and chatting along. Had a great response. What does Adriana say? It's good. It is good though. What is the new resort? A new resort area. That's what she's saying, I guess. I think I'm following.
Or your impression.
Kyle, do you want to work at Animal Kingdom? There was... I don't... It sounds like taking a dig at you. Yes, okay. But she doesn't want to live that far from her family, which I agree with, but...
And I have a really good career opportunity right now, so...
No, absolutely. Yeah, and I love what I do right now, so we're not looking to go anywhere at the moment. So I also showed her this. It was a posting for a zookeeper position on the Kilimanjaro Safaris ride in the little Ituri forest. I showed her, I said, I wasn't trying to be mean, but I guess it came off that way, and it said, "This is what I'm giving up for you."
Yeah, that was hateful.
No, I haven't been there. We haven't been to Disneyland in forever. I've been, and I didn't go to California Adventure because it wasn't there when I went. So we're due for a trip there. But yeah, so.
I wish y'all could see Tux right now. He's
sleeping.
pouting.
He's pouting. He's ready.
He's like laying his head over the side of the couch. Like,
he's
come
ready.
on,
He's
guys.
like, come on, the show's over. All right, seriously, guys, thank you so much. This has been a great response tonight. Everybody on Facebook Live and everybody here on YouTube chatting back with us. Even if you're watching this on the replay, we really appreciate that. If you have some time, we really appreciate you sharing our channel with your friends. We got a huge response this week. We got like over 30 new subscribers. So much thanks to all of y'all who she's going to get the cat. Much thanks to all of y'all who shared us, who and also invited friends in and things like that, because it's pretty cool to see when we get that new movie part. Friends of our family.
We appreciate y'all letting Tux be on the show. He loves it.
There it is, Pod Tux. Thank you guys so much for doing this. What else should they do, Jessica?
Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And Tux says to check us out on Facebook and Twitter, if you have Twitter.
We will do this same time, same place next week.
With a different cat.
Maybe 7:30.
We only have
PM,
two.
7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Yes. We hope to see you guys again next week. Check out all the stuff, and we will talk to you guys later. Until next time, we'll see you real soon.
Bye, guys.